1. Piranhas. Small but deadly predators. They say size doesn't matter in the wild. And nowhere is that more true than with the piranha. At first glance, it's just a fish tiny, maybe 7 to 11 inches long. But packed into that small body is a level of danger most creatures can't match. Piranhas don't need brute strength. They rely on precision, coordination, and a bite force strong enough to crush 70 pounds per square inch. That's enough to snap a pencil clean in half. Imagine dipping your hand into the Amazon River. The surface looks peaceful, but beneath it, silent jaws with razor-sharp teeth, ready to strike a knot in chaos, but in order. A single drop of blood is all it takes. Piranhas can smell it from far away. When they come, they move like a unit, quiet, focused, lethal. Their teeth are like tiny blades, triangular, interlocking, made for tearing. Each bite is clean, fast, and final. They don't chew, they slice, then they swallow. Hollywood shows them as crazed monsters, but in reality, they're far more terrifying because they don't waste a move. They don't lose control. They hunt with purpose. Out here, size might impress, but efficiency, that's what keeps you alive. And in that game, the piranha is a master. 2. Real life attack footage. You don't have to imagine what a piranha attack looks like. It's already been caught on camera again and again. A duck lands gently on the water. The ripples spread, soft and harmless. But in this part of the world, those ripples are a dinner bell. One piranha shows up first, almost politely. It checks, it waits, then signals. In seconds, the water boils. They don't thrash like sharks. They move like machines, clean, silent, and surgical. And when they're done, what's left isn't just a skeleton, it's bleached bone. A frog drifting too close to the surface disappears in a blink. Not because of panic, but because everything happened exactly the way it was supposed to. Even catfish giants of the river aren't safe. One moment they glide through the current with confidence, the next, they're surrounded. You can almost feel their confusion as the smaller predators close in. And when piranhas come, they don't hesitate. Size doesn't scare them. Strength doesn't stop them. They bite through muscle like paper and vanish just as fast as they came. In another scene, a young bird falls from the sky into the wrong patch of water. Blood spreads like ink. That's all it takes. The frenzy begins. Not 1, not 10, but dozens of piranhas swarm from below. Seconds later, nothing remains but a few feathers drifting on the surface. Sometimes the victim is already dead. A cow's head dropped into a piranha-infested river is stripped down to bone like it went through a pressure washer. It's horrifying and somehow mesmerizing. These attacks don't just show us violence, they show us design, pattern, order. A kind of brutal elegance that only nature can produce. Because when the piranhas come, it's already too late. 3. Nature's ruthless cleanup crew. In the Amazon, death doesn't linger. Out here, the river has its own janitors, its own cleaners. And they're not slow. They're not gentle. They're piranhas. A carcass falls into the water, maybe a capybara, maybe something bigger. It doesn't matter. Within minutes, the job begins. No loud splashes. No dramatic music, just moving fast, sharp, efficient. Piranhas aren't just killers, they're cleaners. They take decay and strip it down to order. Flesh becomes bone, bone becomes nothing. What would rot for days on land is gone in minutes underwater. Some call it gruesome, but in the Amazon, it's necessary. This ecosystem doesn't tolerate waste, and the piranha makes sure of that. Fishermen know this better than anyone. With just a tiny scrap of bait barely the size of a fingertip, they can pull in dozens. Some say over 100 in under an hour, when the river is alive and the hunger is high. Piranhas don't hunt just to kill, they hunt to balance, to clean, to keep the river breathing. Even their feeding frenzy has a strange rhythm. One leads, the rest follow. Not out of chaos, but out of instinct, out of design. Every bite, every turn, every motion, they serve a role. And that role is ancient. In the grand orchestra of the Amazon, piranhas are not the villains. They're the percussion, the beat that keeps the system moving. Because in nature, nothing goes to waste. Not when piranhas are around. 4. Shocking and unexpected scenarios. You think you've seen it all? Until the piranhas turn on each other. In one tank, inside someone's living room, the water is calm until it isn't. Out of nowhere, a group of red-bellied piranhas attack one of their own. No hesitation, no warning, just heat and blood. Cannibalism, it's not rare. It's nature reminding us nothing is safe, not even from your own kind. In another scene, 30 piranhas circle a single fish like it's the last slice of pizza in a college dorm. They don't share. They don't wait their turn. They compete like it's the Hunger Games, scales flying, flesh ripping, no mercy. The carp? It fights back. One fin, one shot. But there's no way out when the attack comes from every side. Somewhere else, a pythonese, a snake eyes pulled under in a frenzy so wild, it looks like a blender on high speed. Then suddenly, it stops. Just like that, the piranhas drift apart like party guests after dessert. Bloating, drifting, maybe even satisfied. Even the wild has its strange moments. But the chaos doesn't end there. A young anaconda enters the wrong stretch of water. And the piranhas? They don't wait. They slice through its thick body like it's made of soft fruit. If that snake could scream, you'd hear it from space. It's violent, it's messy, and it's completely natural. Because out here, the rules change fast. 1 minute you're the hunter, the next, you're lunch. 5. Other deadly hunters in the wild. Just when you think piranhas are the worst thing in the water, you realize the sky isn't safe either. A flying fish launches from the river wings spread, soaring up to 650 feet in a single glide. It's escaping the jaws below. But above, a frigate bird is waiting. Sharp-eyed, razor-beak. Caught between air and water, the fish never had a chance. Some call it bad luck, but in nature, it's just timing. Now shift scenes. Under the surface, the Dorado waits fast, agile, ruthless. The moment a fish dives too deep to dodge a bird, the Dorado strikes like lightning. No safe zone, no timeout. Just one simple rule: stay moving or get eaten. And it's not just in South America. In southern France, the whale's catfish 13 feet long, 600 pounds developed a taste for pigeons. Yeah, pigeons. They creep near the riverbank for a bath, and boom, gone, swallowed whole. It's not just bizarre, it's genius. Because predators don't play by rules. They adapt, they evolve, they outsmart. And while piranhas may be small, they're part of something bigger, a food chain full of ambushes, counters, and chaos. It's not good versus evil, it's survival versus extinction. So next time you look at a calm river, remember that silence is filled with teeth. And this is just the beginning. If you're into the wild, the strange, and the downright savage, hit that subscribe button. There's a whole world of deadly creatures waiting to be uncovered. Turn on notifications so you don't miss what's lurking next. Thanks for watching. And remember, in nature, the quiet ones bite hardest.